Today we're making sous vide egg bites in the Instapot. Now this is a copycat recipe from Starbucks. A little bit different because they use bacon and Gruyere cheese. I'm just using bacon and cheddar because that's what I had in my fridge. So let me show you what they look like. They're light little fluffy egg bites. In this case they're made with bacon and cheese, and I use cheddar cheese. And they get steamed in the Instapot. So this is my first time using the steaming method and I just love it. It worked out amazing. So come along with me and let's make some sous vide egg bites in the Instapot.
Let's go over the list of ingredients needed to make this recipe. First, you're going to need 9 large eggs, half a cup of heavy whipping cream or heavy cream, 8 slices of bacon cooked and crumbled, half a cup of cheese. I'm using cheddar cheese, but you can use whatever cheese you like, some salt and pepper, and if you choose, you can put some hot sauce in. This is optional. And some silicone molds that you can use in your Instapot. Very simple. Let's get started. The first step is cooking the bacon, and I chose to do it on the stovetop. I could have done it in my Instapot, but I had some additional bacon I needed to cook for another recipe, so I just used my larger pan. Then it's time to crack all the eggs into a bowl. Again, we're using 9 large eggs in this case. You could probably get away with 8 for this recipe. Now I'm going to go ahead and dice up my bacon. You want it as small as possible because the egg bites, you don't want humongous pieces of bacon in there. Now I'm going to take my silicone molds and evenly spread out the pieces of bacon and put them at the bottom. I'm using my blender, but you could have done this in a bowl with a whisk. I'm adding in my eggs, my cheese, my salt and pepper, the heavy cream, and I'm just going to use my blender to give it a good mix. I wanted to make it a little lighter and fluffier, so I said I'm just going to pull out my blender, go ahead and do it in there, but it would have worked just fine in a bowl. In order to make it easier to pour, I put the egg mixture in my Pyrex measuring glass. Made it easier to pour into my molds. So now I'm just going to take my egg mixture and evenly fill to the top all of my molds. And repeat that for the second mold. After filling up my silicone molds, I had some extra egg mixture left, so I took 2 ramekins, sprayed them lightly with some vegetable spray, and I'm going to be cooking these at the same time as my silicone molds. So I'm going to take some heavy-duty foil, wrap the tops. I want to make sure that it's sealed tight. This is going to be a steaming method, and the foil is going to help stop extra moisture from getting into the eggs. Just cover everything with the foil, including the 2 little extra ramekins. When I'm going to put these in the Instapot, I'm actually going to put these at the bottom and stack my silicone molds on top of that. So now I'm going to take a cup of water, put it into the bottom of my Instapot, put all of my molds on my rack, and carefully lower in my rack into the Instapot. Then, as always, I make sure that my ring is completely sitting in the lid properly. Put on the lid, lock it in place, and ensure the vent is set to ceiling. Now I hit the steam button and I'm going to cook it for 10 minutes. After cooking it for 10 minutes, I'm going to let it sit in a natural release for 10 more minutes. Then I'm going to do a quick release to let the rest of the steam out. There really wasn't much. Waiting for the pin to drop. Once it drops, it's time to open up the Instapot. Make sure when you take the lid off, you open the lid away from you so you don't burn yourself with the steam, and ensure you use some pot holders or silicone mitts to remove your rack from the Instapot. It's going to be very hot. In fact, I used my silicone mitts just to go ahead and put these on a cooling rack. Now that I've let them cool for a few minutes, I'm taking off the foil to see what we have. And look at that, beautifully cooked egg bites. To get these egg bites out of the mold, we're going to take a plate, turn it on the upside down, flip over the mold, and gently touch the tops. It'll help loosen the egg from the silicone mold if it happens to be sticking, and they just popped right out. And there you have it, beautifully steamed egg bites in the Instant Pot. These were bacon and cheddar flavor. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give my video a thumbs up and comment down below. If you would like to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to be informed when my next video is available. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye-bye.